Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to another video here on this channel. Today we're talking about Gatecrasher and asking the question, is this mech actually useful or should you skip it? Stay tuned. Friends, I'm glad you tuned in. Before we rate the mech and its handling, let's first take a look at its base stats. Gatecrasher is a legendary attacker with an energy capacity of up to 32. Its health ranges between 11,700 and 221,600 depending on its rank. It moves at 21 km/h and its ability is called Ion Pod. This ability works in two different ways. You can either directly shoot the Ion Pod at an allied or enemy mech. It sticks to the target and after a few seconds, triggers an ion blast that deals up to 60,000 damage to nearby enemy mechs, depending on Gatecrasher's rank. The second option is to fire the ion pod at an object on the map. If you do this, an ion beam is created, shooting through the object to the other side. If a mech happens to be on that side and gets hit by the beam, it also takes damage, again up to 60,000, depending on Gatecrasher's rank. So those are the rough details of the mech. But how does Gatecrasher actually perform in real matches? While Gatecrasher does have a decent amount of health, decent speed at 21 km/h, and a respectable energy capacity, its ion pod is where things get tricky. First, the ability doesn't deal enough damage to be consistently effective long-term. Second, the handling of the ion pod is relatively demanding. The ability lacks any kind of tracking mechanism, which makes it easy to miss. Because of that, you can't really make full use of Gatecrasher's potential. With enough practice and skill, you can minimize this issue, but even then, its ability just doesn't measure up to the abilities of many other mechs. As a result, Gatecrasher is only truly effective in the early game, and to some extent in the mid-game. But once you enter the territory of the end game, Gatecrasher loses its effectiveness entirely and turns into an easy target. So my conclusion is that Gatecrasher is only worth using in the early stages of the game and should be replaced later on. But what about you? Do you play Gatecrasher? What do you think of the mech? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video, and until then, take care.